Peace, lovies. It is Amira, also known as Blissfully Mindful, back at you with another Blissful Chit Chat. So I wanted to bring you all some bliss. I have not been on camera for a minute, and I just wanted to get on camera with all the craziness that's going on, send you all some bliss and peaceful vibes, and some inner peace. And I really hope that that's what you all are focusing on right now. In the midst of all the chaos, that I wanted you all to just focus on inner peace, focus on maintaining your bliss, internally, because I know that externally that's just probably not happening right now. But the main thing is what's going on inside. So that's why I've been doing all these videos about how to raise your vibrational frequency, because honestly, in the face of all of this, that is what is most important. What's most important. If you don't focus on anything else, you got to focus on raising your vibrational frequency. So that's why I've been doing all these videos, giving you all these cool tools and ways to go about doing that are really easy and fun, nice little treats. So I have another one today. We are going to discuss how to use plants, and what plants rather you can use to raise your vibrational frequency. So stay tuned.
You're my caffeine in the morning, got me feeling like I'm on top of the world.
Peace, lovies. So what I'm going to present to you today in this video is backed by scientific research and has been clinically proven. I just wanted to put that out there because we are about to get into some real juicy stuff. This might just be one of my absolute favorite videos that I have ever made. Like, I'm so amped about this topic. I love plants. They are my life. They are everyone's life. And, they just make the world go round. So let's get right into it. First of all, plants, I just want to set the tone, set the whole foundation for everything that we're about to discuss. So plants and animals use enzymes to break down molecular components during their life processes. And each of these enzymes has a unique crystalline form with a specific vibratory frequency. Like we always say, everything is energy. Every single thing that exists is energy, and it's no different when it comes to plants. And this specific vibratory frequency is the life force, is the original intent of the plant. Now, with that said, the daytime frequency of a healthy human body vibrates in the range of 62 to 68 megahertz. However, when a person's frequency drops below the optimum healthy range, which is basically about 62 megahertz, the immune system is compromised and the human cells start to mutate. When that happens, usually it presents as like illness or disease, chemical imbalance, which is pretty much the same thing. But it's not just that. The underlying issue is that there's an electromagnetic imbalance that's altered the specific vibrational frequency of the molecules, the cells, the tissues, the organs within the body. All of that is off on an electromagnetic level. Now, there's different types of frequencies that can have a chaotic or a harmonizing effect on your system. So like when something vibrates at many dissonant frequencies, it produces a chaotic or an incoherent frequency. So for example, all the electrical devices in your home, on your person, cell phones, lamps, televisions, radios, microwaves, all of those things emit electromagnetic vibrational frequencies because, again, everything is energy. Everything emits an electromagnetic vibrational frequency. So those things are no different. The thing is, those things use AC, which is an alternating current of electrical frequencies. And those frequencies are incoherent and chaotic. Okay? Chaos. Okay? So consequently, their effect is to fracture the human electrical field. So it is a big deal, okay? It's no small potatoes. This is like really big here. This leads me to the topic that we're discussing today, which is my lovely plants. If we could eliminate those outside frequencies that interfere with our bodies, we'd have a greater resistance toward disease, illness, all that crap. You know what I'm saying? Pathogens have a low frequency. Pollutants have a low frequency, like radiation, they have a low frequency and they lower your frequency. Processed and canned foods have a frequency of zero. Zero. Can you believe that? Yes. Processed and canned foods, okay, I'm going to say it again, have a frequency of zero and can greatly diminish your own frequency. Now, on the contrary, most naturally occurring substances like plant prana have a coherent DC frequency. So DC is direct current, and that resonates harmoniously with the electrical field of the human body. So it's not chaos, it's harmony there. A substance with a higher frequency can raise a lower frequency, and this is called entrainment. You all, I don't know if you all remember, but it was one of the things I said you could do to raise your vibrational frequency was brain entrainment. So yes, this is what entrainment is. Entrainment, I'm going to get into the definition. Entrainment is the tendency for two oscillating bodies to lock into phase so that they vibrate in harmony. This principle is key to understanding the effect that plant prana can have on your personal electromagnetic frequency. So this is we are getting into some deep stuff, you all, some high science, some high spiritual science. Okay, this is some deep stuff. Essentially, plants have the power to retune your body to its original frequency, bringing it into balance and restoring its natural harmonic resonance. So in other words, it resolves illness, gets rid of illness. It creates an environment that illness cannot even live. It can't even manifest in the first place. So when you get that vibrational frequency, honey, tuned and in harmony, and through the use of plants, which is what we're discussing today, there you go. You want to get rid of illness, especially with what's going on right now. This is really, really important. Okay, that's why I'm doing this video, you all. Okay. It's because of all this craziness going on right now with all the viruses and carrying on. Okay. Now, plant medicine, that's what I'm calling it, is one of the best ways that you can change dysfunctional patterns in your energy bodies. It's a way to administer therapeutic doses of frequency-specific subtle energy in the form of vibrational medicines. Therapeutic grade plant particles produce frequencies that are naturally tuned into the health of your body. Meanwhile, all the drugs and all the synthetic stuff and the pharmaceuticals, all that stuff, that's not doing it, okay? That's doing the complete opposite, so that's not what you want. You want, natural. We got to go back to nature, you all. So by applying a plant, like with a particular frequency, because we're going to get into the different plants and different plants have different frequencies, but applying that to your body through like plant oils, which is like essential oils. Okay, the higher frequency of that essential oil will raise the vibratory quality of your frequency. Plants don't resonate with toxins in your body. So while plants can raise our vibrational frequency, our low frequencies that we got going on is not going to lower the plant's frequency, basically. That's just what I'm trying to say. I went the whole long way to say it, but that's what I'm saying, you all, okay? You know how I do. So, in fact, this incompatibility is what eliminates toxins from your body, from your system. Plants also don't resonate with negative energy, negative emotions, nothing negative. Plants just do not vibrate. They don't resonate on that frequency at all. So while they can raise yours, you can't lower theirs. So I want to, before we get into the plants, I want to just say that this is the benefit, of a plant-based diet. I know I'm always talking about my vegan stuff, you all, but I think now more than ever, it's important to at least explore that if you have not. But this is just the benefit, okay? All this just juiciness that I'm giving you all, this is the benefit of diets rich in fruits and vegetables. It's just what it is, okay? I'm not making this. This is science, you all. I'm not making this up, okay? This is the benefit of plant oils, aka essential oils. And by the way, essential oils start at 52 hertz and go as high as 320 hertz. Okay, so that is a very high frequency. Like, for instance, rose oil has a frequency of 320 hertz. Now that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so the frequency of an oil will attract a like frequency in the body, and then it's just going to keep on replicating that action, you know what I'm saying, until your frequency is raised. Now, on the other hand, lower frequencies become a sponge for negative energy. So you're eating low energy foods, or you got low energy emotions. It's a sponge. All right, now let's get into the flowers. First up, we have purple monkey flower. Purple monkey flower is a type of mimulus, and all of those mimulus flowers work with fear. So the essence of this flower is that it deals with fear related to spiritual experiences or being stuck in old patterns, or if you're unable to see and accept the truth. It also helps bring a sense of purpose in your life, to trust your path, build a positive spiritual practice based on love and acceptance instead of, a constant striving, which is basically a state of denial. It also opens up the third eye and crown chakra. So you may experience intuitive dreams when working with this one. And it also reminds you that self-love and surrender can go a long way. It helps treat psychosomatic problems, anxiety, asthma, nervous system issues, gastrointestinal disorders, and insomnia. Next up is impatience. That one is just what it says. It deals with impatience. It's also popularly known as the touch me not, and it's a remedy for impatience and frustration and irritability. It helps if you're impatient by nature. So, if you're just generally overall an impatient person, this is a wonderful flower essence to work with. Next up is oak. Now, the oak tree itself it usually represents perseverance, strength, standing tall and unwavering, weathering the storm, all of those personas. So when you're drawn to oak, it indicates that you need to slow down. It makes a great medicine if you reach a point, if you've worked yourself to death to the point of near collapse, and you're not asking for help, so this is definitely a good plant essence to work on for that. Also helps with stress, helps to imbalance the immune system. Helps to bring balance to the immune system and all sorts of other health problems. It restores a sense of balance and healthy level of activity. And basically, the oak carries the message that standing still and clearing the mind is as important, if not more, than achievement and recognition. So it basically helps you put things in perspective. Also, it allows your journey through life to be more pleasant. Next up is rosemary. Rosemary cleanses the air from toxins and leaves a clear space for your mind to feel refreshed. It's also one of the best plants for purification in the home. It helps lift depression and anxiety. It instills inner peace and keeps away negative energies and negative spirits. There's actually an old folk tale that a rosemary bush by your front door is a wonderful protector, and it keeps negativity outside. Next up is basil. Basil refreshes your space and attracts positive energy. It's a plant that literally attracts positive vibrations to the environment. And in fact, it's one of the most rare plants that emits oxygen for 20 hours a day while removing toxins. Okay, so it is a powerhouse. Okay, basil means royal, and it really does embody royal powers. It's one of the most amazing plants to keep in your home. It's not just for cooking. Okay, you can really use it for healing. You can heal irritations, cleanse toxins, and enforce spiritual strength. Basil also has 52 megahertz vibrational frequency. Next up is aloe. Aloe is not just for rubbing on your skin. You know, if you have a burn, it has a lot of uses. It's a very highly vibrational plant, and you can use it on your body and inside as well. But aloe's energy helps fight bad luck and negative vibes in your home, and it carries a vibrational frequency of 96 megahertz. Next up are the lilies. I love lilies. Lilies promote peace and balance in your living space. Um, it's a multifunctional plant because it also clears away spiritual and emotional and physical issues. It's the flower of birth, and in folklore, the lily was the messenger that alerted to opportunities of new birth. Next up is jasmine. Jasmine has a beautiful aroma and is also able to calm your nerves. It's a sacred flower of Persia. Okay, this fragrant plant stimulates energy, enhances self esteem. It's also known to strengthen relationships and creates romance. It helps manifest prophetic dreams while stimulating the heart chakra. Next up is lavender. Lavender is the second highest frequency flower on the planet. Okay, the whole planet in the world, honey, here at least. um, it's a sacred flower that has many magical properties, including relaxation, but it also activates energy. Um, in one's life. It removes toxins from the home. It helps with headaches, insomnia, depression, and other ailments. It's just a beautiful purple flowering plant to have in your home. It brings healing and protection, and it has a vibrational frequency of 118 megahertz. Whoa. Next up is bamboo. Bamboo is considered to be a symbol of success and fortune. So, I don't know if you all have lucky bamboo in your house. I like to keep some in my house, that's for sure. But yes, bamboo, love it. And that's what it represents, for people use it for to manifest prosperity. So love this one. You might want to get one for like your workspace, it'd be good to put there. Next up is sage. So not only will sage maintain good vibrations in your home, but you can burn it, okay? Whenever you need to clear all the energy out. This is something that I keep in the house at all times. Love sage. You have to have some sage in your house. It is a powerful magical plant that opens you up to higher states of consciousness and the spiritual communication with the higher realms. Burning sage has incredible cleansing qualities, and it's been used all the way back to indigenous cultures. It promotes a sense of positivity in your home and purifies any bacteria. Next up, orchids. Oh my goodness, not only are they absolutely freaking gorgeous, they also have high energy levels for everyone in your home. They help to maintain happiness in the home. Orchids release oxygen during the nighttime. So having one in your bedroom is a really good idea. Controls and balances the energies while you sleep. In ancient China, the orchid was considered a messenger of sexual energy and activation of the Kundalini. Its positive energy enhances romance and love while clearing any obstacles of negativity from the room. So definitely one for the bedroom. Next up, English ivy, one of the best air purifiers out there, helps prevent you from having brain fog and anxiety. It brings beauty to this space. It removes harmful, unwanted toxins. It's one of the best air filtering houseplants. And in folklore, it's suggested that ivy be placed in outer passages and doorways for good luck and health. And its message is to continue building upon the past, balancing the old with the new. Next up, the rose. Wait till you hear about this powerhouse, okay? The rose is the highest vibrational plant on the planet with a vibration of 320 megahertz of electrical energy, okay? Yes, the rose is a powerhouse. Oh my gosh. Yes, so this one is linked to the angelic realm. So that's why a lot of times in artwork, you'll see the angels depicted with roses. And that's why, because the high frequency, okay, and angels only vibrate at the high frequency. So that's why they can connect easier with the rose than the other flowers. It is fire. Next up is dandelion. Dandelion is not just a weed, it's actually a very beneficial healing herb. It's a detoxifier that works on the emotional and mental being of a person to release repressed emotions like anger, grief, trauma, and also eases tension that you hold in the muscles, particularly around your neck, back, and shoulders. It brings calmness to a hyperactive mind and allows a person to fully live in the present. Next up is the red chestnut. This flower's essence teaches us how to ground ourselves within empathy and how to become more self-loving in the moment. It helps us to understand where we need to create boundaries. It's also perfect for those who carry the weight of the world, on their shoulder, the ones that make mountains out of molehills, the ones that can't see the bigger picture and the brighter picture, and they have anxiety because of it. Those are the people this one is definitely for. It's also good for helping you to let go of unhealthy codependent relationships. And also, it's good for stressed out new moms. Next up, the holly. This wildflower, oh my goodness, the healing energy of the holly helps you to face the dark, unloved parts of yourself and transform it into light of compassion. The essence of this flower can turn negativity completely around, erasing past wounds and instilling positive feelings in its place. So if you feel unloved, envious, hostile, or angry, holly can offer you a deep reconnection within your higher self. It can open your heart center and remind you that love and happiness can only be found within. And last but absolutely not least is my favorite, the sunflower. So, what is said about sunflowers that if you walk around sunflowers, whenever you need to amplify your joy levels, it'll do the trick. So, with that said, use that sunflower to reignite your bliss and your inner peace, along with all of these wonderful, powerful plants and flowers. And before we go, I don't want to leave you hanging as far as how do you observe the essence of these plants and flowers, because I got to get you into that. So, one way is essential oils. Yes, and I just did a video on essential oils. So, if you haven't already done so, go back and check that one out because I definitely went over some of the most high vibrational essential oils on the planet. I just did a whole video on this, so check that out. But yes, through essential oils, you can use them. You can also make teas and tonics with them. And now, as essential oils, though, you can use, going back to that, you can use them in your bath. You can rub it on your skin, maybe put them in some lotions or something that you might have, or some body butters that you might have. You can put a few drops in some water and make a nice mist. You can mist your house with it or spray it on mist your pillows or your clothes with it. Those are all the ways that you can use the essence of these plants to raise your vibrational frequency. And the power of this is that, like we already said in the beginning, everything is energy. And all of these plants that I gave you have very high vibrational frequencies. So they can only help, they can only enhance yours. And like we already said, everything is energy. So low vibrational frequencies manifest itself as illness, disease, negative moods, low vibrational frequency emotions, and all of that. So these can bring you out of that. And honestly, it will make you not even be an environment that is habitable for those things. So that's the power. So I wanted to make this video because, with all that's going on right now, I think it's so important to focus on raising our vibrational frequency, because as you can see, raising your vibrational frequency is how you stay healthy. And not only that, it's how you expand spiritually. So it's just like all the way around, it's beneficial. So I thought, that's why I did this whole series on, and I hope you all have been enjoying it. That's why I've done this series on ways to raise your vibrational frequency, things you can use, tools that you can use, and whatnot. So I hope you all have been enjoying it. And I will see you all next time, Sunflower Smooches. If you have not already done so, subscribe to this channel, turn on your post notifications so that you know when I post these lovely Blissful Chit Chats. Follow me over on Instagram at blissfully.mindful, and go by my website at blissfullymindful.life for some blissful, fun, inspirational goodies. Get this video to at least 15 likes. And you all help your yoga instructors out there. I don't know how you can, but just help us out. We are not working right now, so watch the ads. That's definitely a way you can help me. Watch the daggone ads, okay? Watch my ads. You can definitely help me. We are not making any money right now because, we cannot work. So definitely it helps if you do that. I know as far as YouTube, definitely helps us if you do that. And also for you all, drink your alkaline water, stay healthy, keep your vibration high. Alkaline water raises your vibrational frequency. All of these things have high vibrations. Yes. So I will see you all next time. Sunflower smooches, peace and love. I love you all. Bunches and bunches and bunches and bunches of bliss. Mwah.